What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Ages of Fear. I'm Clayton. If you're new to my channel, what's up? Thank you for kicking it with me here in Ages of Fear. Hope you're going to have a good time. And I also noticed my newest subscriber. Thank you very much for joining the family, joining the pack. Very glad to have you. We're gonna get into this bracket. This is the third one we've done so far. The last two we've had a blast doing them. I've gotten really good feedback, so keep this up. You guys seem to like it. I'm enjoying it. So we're gonna get started. But before we do, as you guys can see, we got a very special guest doing the stream with me. Michael from Movies and Beyond is in the studio, baby. What is up, Michael? Hope you're doing well, man. I know you're a little under the weather, but hope you're at least gonna have a good time with me. And thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Like the things I go through for you YouTube people. I am a baby when I get sick, but yet here I am. I am here to help out and hang out any way that I can. I have a stream after this. I'm gonna go for as long as I can today. I'm gonna let the wheels fall off of this thing, and we're gonna talk about some horror remakes, right? That's what we're doing today. Hell yeah, I'm all about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're doing horror remakes today. So horror bracket tournament. I'm excited for this one. I'm interested to see what the chat is going to throw out for horror remakes, because there are some really good horror remakes that I'm thinking of, and then there are some god awful remakes that I can think of as well. So I'm interested to see. You and I might throw some in as well, depending on what, if the chat isn't throwing out a whole lot, we can kind of throw in some ourselves. I'm sure they'll have plenty of nominations. But I do want to just say to all my viewers, I do apologize with this whole stupid green screen thing I've got going on right now. I'm not in my normal place where I usually stream or record from. So I had to throw in a backdrop here. But you guys, it's Michael. So, it's I'm always gonna have my boy represent. So Michael Myers, the GOAT of slashers. But hopefully everything is tuned up. I'm just waiting for some people to get into the chat here. But yes, also after this stream is done, Michael is going to be streaming over at Movies and Beyond. So definitely go over there after we're done here. Give him a sub if you haven't already. Give him a thumbs up. Love Michael's content, so go kick it with him after this. I'm going to be over there after I'm done here, so I'm going to be kicking it over at I'm not going to be on the stream, but I'm going to be definitely in the chat, enjoying the content that he's doing. But Michael, let the for anyone that isn't familiar with your channel, which I'm always telling my subscribers to go check out Movies and Beyond, so I'm sure most of them are probably pretty familiar with your channel, but if there's anyone that isn't or hasn't checked it out yet, let them know kind of what you do and what your channel's about, man.
All right. Well, it is Movies and Beyond. It is all movies all the time. So Sunday is horror hangout night. We talk about horror. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have it seems like it's going to be a fun show tonight. So we will be talking about movies that got us into horror. And it's very interactive. It's a live stream. It's very interactive with the chat. And it's something that I love to do over at Movies and Beyond is get the chat involved. And to bring their comments, forefront and to talk about, all the things they like to talk about. Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mass joins me on Sundays. Now on Mondays, I am doing at 8 p.m. Eastern. I do a fan film Monday, which is we'll usually watch a fan film. A lot of times we'll get the creators, the directors, the writers to come on the channel with us, and we'll watch their fan film, and then we'll be able to ask questions. They'll tell us what it was like to make it, their budgets, things like that. And then they'll talk to us about, the process of filmmaking and what they had to go through to make the movies. And so I think it's important, not only are we big movie fans, but everybody, including myself, and I'm with Eric from the Bearded Entertainment that night. He comes over to the channel. It's a learning process for all of us. It's a learning process on what it takes to make a movie, how movies are made, how cameras work, how lighting works, all that stuff that you've always wondered about, movies. We get that information over there, and we get to watch some damn good films, some independent films, some fan films, and it's very fun to do. Now, the next day, we go over to Eric the Bearded Entertainment's channel. Great content over there. If you guys haven't checked Bearded Entertainment, you need to go ahead and do so. And we do the same thing. So you basically get a back-to-back, Monday, Tuesday, very similar content, but it's so much fun. And, we have a lot of the same people that come to the live chats. Everybody seems to be having a great time with it. Fridays, I do my paranormal stream, my Friday paranormal hangout. And it's funny how that became, because it ended up being just a hangout. And more people were wanting to see. We talked a little bit about paranormal videos one night, and everybody's like, we should watch one. And it just evolved into that. So pretty much every Friday, we're going over to Nuke's Top 5. I'm pulling a video over, and we're going through it piece by piece. Is it real? Is it fake? Do we know? I am by no means trained whatsoever to debunk a video. You got other channels out there of people that understand all the things about debunking it. It could be fake as hell, and I'm still sitting over here shaking like a little kid watching these videos. It's so much fun to do. So videos during the week, I do my best. I have a Patreon, which you could support the channel outside of YouTube. You can do so at www.patreon.com/moviesandbeyond. A whole bunch of other type of content there, all based around movies. Certain shows that you do not get on YouTube that are Patreon exclusives over there. So man, it's the quickest way to do it, and I'll cut this down a little bit for you not to keep running my mouth. I do a little bit of everything, my man. And it's all geared towards, what the people, what the community that follow Movies and Beyond want. What are they having the most fun with? We're going to give it a shot, and we're going to do it.
Awesome. Love it, man. Love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely check out Michael's channel. The paranormal stuff is a blast, man. That I still can't get that clown clip from a couple weeks ago. The clown that moves, his head moves, bro. That's the kind of stuff, like, nah, that stuff
clown
gets me,
and the monkey. The monkey stuck with me too. When the monkey's eyes look over, when stuff like that, bro. Stuff like that. Like, yeah, I just got that little feeling as I just thought about it right now. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. Dude, the monkey and the clown are like my two. Like, I don't do things that move. Things that move on me like that, nah. Inanimate objects that aren't supposed to be moving, when they move, I'm out of there. I'm gone. That's my cue. That's Clayton's cue to kick rocks. So yeah, I don't do that stuff. But I do see we got some people in the chat. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is here. What's up, Eric? Thanks for being here, man. Also go over to Eric's awesome channel, Bearded Entertainment. Give him a sub and a thumbs up. Like Michael said, he does some awesome content over there. I'm loving his My Life in Horror series that he's going through right now. Awesome stuff. Loving that. So definitely go check out the Bearded Entertainment as well. All right, Michael, are you ready to get started here, or was there anything else that you wanted to mention before we get started?
I'm good, bro. Let's kick this thing off, man. Let's talk about some horror remakes.
All right, awesome. Well, I will start taking any nominations from the chat. Anyone that's in the chat right now, if you got horror remakes that you want on this bracket, let me know now. And Michael, since you're my special guest today, I will actually let you have the first pick, sir. Is there a horror remake that you want on on the bracket?
Oh, of course, man. Friday the 13th, 2009. Let's get it on the
There we
board.
go. There we go. Knew that one was coming. Love it. Friday the 13th. You guys should know that is my favorite Friday movie, so I am more than on board with that one being on there. All right. So let's see. Eric is throwing out Halloween remake, Friday remake. We already got TCM. Oh, TCM, dude, that's another banger. That's another banger. Let's through. We're definitely doing Halloween. I mean, come on, we know we got to have Michael on here somewhere. So TCM remakes, TCM 03. What else we got going on? Nightmare, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street remake as well. Let's throw that one on there. Nightmare, I'll put 10, or I'll just put 2010. All right. I'm trying to think if there's one in particular that I'm wanting. I mean, we got some of the, I was definitely thinking I definitely want the Friday remake on there. I definitely wanted the TCM remake on there. Obviously, Michael's got to be on there somewhere. I'll tell you one that I definitely want on there as well. This is a remake I don't hear people mention a lot at all, and I'm not entirely sure why. And people that I do hear talk about it seem to not like it, but I'm a big fan of this movie, and that is When a Stranger Calls. So I'm definitely throwing When a Stranger Calls on here. When a Stranger Calls. And I like the original too. I do. I'm a fan of the original one was good, but dude, the remake from 06, dude, I saw that one when I was maybe 10, 12 years old. I did not want to answer a phone after that movie for like the longest time, man. So yeah, I definitely enjoy that one quite a bit. I know Melissa's a big fan of When a Stranger Calls as well. All right, let's see what else we got. Psycho. Yeah, I mean, we could. The thing with the Psycho remake is like it's pretty much a carbon copy of the Albert Hitchcock.
I feel like it would be
Psycho.
fodder to a lot of these movies.
Yeah, because like I remember watching that Psycho remake, thinking, all right, what are they gonna do? Hopefully they got something creative in mind. Vince Vaughn is the killer. That kind of intrigues me. But then I'm watching, I'm like, dude, this is literally a page for page carbon copy and print, copy and paste remake of the Hitchcock one.
Need to go with The Hills Have Eyes, bro.
The Hills Have Eyes. There we go. Like it. Yeah, let's throw that one on there. Hills Have Eyes. Hills have that is another good one, man. That's another one that I think people sleep on sometimes, but that is definitely a good remake for sure. Much better than the original one. I'm not huge on the original, but the remake is solid. Yeah. Ooh, Eric's throwing out Last House on the Left too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Last House on the Left. All right. Let's see what else we got. Michael, I'm. Yeah, go for it.
Well, Eric just brought up one of them that I was gonna say. John Carpenter's The Thing. That's a remake. So that's huge. Took the words right out of my mouth. I think that's why Eric and I do so much freaking content together. You almost have to include The Thing. And then you have some of the other ones that weren't so popular. Like you have the Wrong Turn remake, you have Carrie, you have I mean, pretty much every like legendary horror movie has a remake at this point. Like it's crazy with that stuff. You know, that stretch where they did nothing but remakes for like, you know, over a decade. There's so many remakes.
Right. You said Carrie. What was it? I got the thing on there. Fright Night. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
I don't think I saw that either, and I love the first Fright Night.
I think I've seen clips of the remake. I've seen like clips of it, parts of it, but I haven't seen I haven't seen it all the way through. But yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of the original Fright Night. That's one of my favorite vampire movies. So I definitely should check out the remake. Fright Night remake. Let's see. We got Carrie on there.
My Bloody Valentine.
What else can we throw on there? My Bloody Valentine. There you go. My Bloody Valentine.
I mean, I feel like if you got Sammy in one of them, you need Dean, right?
Yeah, right. All right. You said Wrong Turn. That was another one that you said. Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. All right. Let's see. Well, oh, hey, I know one that Michael's definitely going to want on there. The Ring. Right?
100%. Yeah. 100%. I was holding off on that one. That was going to be my last go.
That's crazy. Michael's the one that originally told me about the Ring being a remake. I never knew it was a remake, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
The House of Wax 05. That is a remake. I forgot that one was a remake.
It is.
That's another one. I haven't seen the original House of Wax, but I did like the remake.
Dude, there's one that I have to get on there, and you know, there's actually two that I really want to get on there that we haven't mentioned yet, and I'll just go ahead and throw them out there now. Evil Dead 2013, that remake, that's one that I really enjoy, and of course It. Yes. So like I feel like you have to put It on there.
Yes. Yeah, dude, you have you have to put It. I mean, yeah, that's
and less enthusiastic about it, but you can throw Child's Play on there too.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll throw Child's Play on it. We got the other slashers on there too, so might as well, right? I don't know how far it'll go, but
right. That's kind of why I left Black Christmas off of there.
We'll give Chucky
I love the original so much.
Dude, what was it? The 2022 Black Christmas or 2021? Dude, that one can kick rocks. That one's not even worthy of being on this bracket.
I didn't even watch it. I don't know, what happened.
Yeah, don't.
Like, seriously. Don't. Hey, that's my boy down there.
Save yourself TV the pain.
In the chat. What is up, my man? He's saying Poltergeist.
Yeah, and that's a good call on Poltergeist remake. I'm probably the only person on the planet that actually would prefer the Poltergeist remake over the original. Hot take. Ooh. Clayton coming in with a hot take, but hey, you like what you like, man.
I don't think that you're alone in that, but like, dude, Poltergeist, like, they're here. That was like the theme of the 80s. And I know that's before your time, but it's just like, oh
yeah,
God. That and Where's the Beef?
Yeah.
How many old?
Yeah, I like that
here.
I don't know. I know Brian's. He's 80s guy. I don't know if Brian's in here yet. but I'm sure if he is, he'll let us know. But yeah, see the thing with Melissa's here. What's up, Melissa? Thanks for joining. The thing with the original Poltergeist, man, I wanted to like it more than I did. Like, I don't, maybe I just had the wrong idea of what it was going to be, wrong expectations for it. And I watched it, and it wasn't bad. I'm not saying that it was just like garbage, but it wasn't like, have you ever gone into a movie and you're like, dude, I hope this movie is killer. And then you watch it and you sit back, you're like, it wasn't bad, but I was really expecting more. I guess that was me with Poltergeist.
I mean, a lot of things can be said, you know, when you go back and watch stuff. Like, I look at 80s classics, and, you know, even outside of horror, like, you look at stuff like, well, let's use Halloween for an example. If you were a kid today and you watch the original 1978 John Carpenter's Halloween, you'll probably be like, it's all right. Compared to the other stuff that you have seen at this point, and things progress from a certain area. That's why I'm not so hard on, you know, originals, because they did the best with what they had at the time. Like, to try to compare John Carpenter's Halloween now, to me, is like trying to compare the 1985 Bears to the Chiefs from last year, just because the Chiefs would throttle them at this point because nutrition is better. You know, the game is progressed. People are bigger now. Now, does that take away from the Bears? No, it doesn't. The 85 Bears are one of the best football teams in history. They are. And I'm no Bears fan whatsoever. But I feel like you can't just, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough to go back and to say, yes, this was brilliant. It's definitely tough to do.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's totally fair. Dude, I gotta throw this one on here. I just realized this. You guys know I'm a huge werewolf fan. I'm throwing the Wolfman remake on there, and you know what? I'm actually gonna throw on the Invisible Man from 2020, because that was a remake of the Claude Rains one from the 30s, Invisible Man. Dude, I gotta be the worst speller on the planet.
I guarantee I'm worse.
Yeah, so oh man. How did we graduate high school, man? How did we make it through high school?
I had a very smart girlfriend in high school. And also Penrose throwing out the Hellraiser remake.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That Hulu did.
Yeah, I got Hellraiser on there. I got I threw on Pet Sematary remake. I think we're at 23 right now. We might take one or a couple more if there's anyone that has some recommendations. I don't like being at an odd number, so we can get, maybe we can either do one more or three more and then still have an even number.
I got you.
But yeah, let's see what else we got showing here. Did you see the was the Grudge a remake?
Yep, from Ju-on.
Okay. I gotcha. Let's do it. The Grudge.
Oh, Eric, it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I just can't run my space heater at the same time with it, or my circuit pops, and I have to. But yes, very smooth, my man. Hey, I'm gonna step off for just 1 second, Clayton. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I just need to go blow my nose because I'm
no problem, man.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, Michael's a little under the weather today. He's got some allergy stuff going on, so I don't know how long he'll be able to stay, but yeah. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Any other nominations for remakes before we start the bracket? I'll let it go a couple more minutes, and then we'll have to get it started. I think we have. I think we're at 24 right now. So if there's a couple more, we can do. We can do a couple more if y'all want. But yeah. Let's see. Instead of video games, so 5 a.m. Melissa, do you have any nominations, Melissa? Any nominations that you don't see on there that you wanna throw on? And yeah, that was a good point about what Michael was saying with how we sometimes unfairly judge older movies by present day standards, and I'm definitely guilty of that. And that's something I try to hold back on. I think Michael's a lot better at it than me. I was telling them that one of the things you were making a good point, Michael, with like not judging older films by present day standards, and that's something that I fall into sometimes. You have to look at a movie by the time that it was made and what the resources were at that time, not looking at it today and be like, well, that doesn't look as good as what I saw last year. It's like, all right, we're dealing with a movie that's like 40 years old, so keep that in consideration.
Yeah, 100%, man. And maybe everyone doesn't agree with that, and that's fine. But that's kind of the way I've always looked at it. Look at the content of what you're watching. Like the material, not so much what it always looks like, just like really dialogue, storytelling. If it's all there, man, it's like you can look at so much stuff and be like, you can watch horror movies from the 70s. You can watch any movie from the 70s and just be like, wow, man. I mean, I know that that's not real because of, the effects that they use, but that dialogue is absolutely Look at Jaws, bro. You know what I mean? Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
If that were to come out today, people would be like, that's kind of slow. Jaws is a brilliant movie. I mean, it is absolutely brilliant.
Right.
And something else that Penrose brought up in the chat. Have you guys watched Train to Busan? I've been wondering. Train to Busan is one of my favorite zombie movies, if not my favorite zombie movie of all time. I absolutely love Train to Busan. And they're remaking that, which is making me very nervous.
So
they're making Train to New York, and that's
yeah. No, I see. Here's the, and I think I was just having this conversation with Brian earlier this week. I don't typically watch foreign films. Everyone has like their own thing that like they kind of stay away from. For me, I have a hard time either reading off the subtitles quick enough or B, like when I do it in English and have their English voice dubbed over, it always bothers me when their voice isn't in sync with the words. I typically stay away from foreign film. There are some that I have seen. I've seen Eyes Without a Face. I've seen Let the Right One In. There are some that I have seen, but typically, unless it's just something that like is super appealing or something that everyone's recommending, I typically don't watch foreign films. But I love that you do, and I wish I liked foreign films. I really do. My dumb brain just can't keep up with it.
Train to Busan was brilliant. Godzilla -1, brilliant, absolutely fantastic freaking movie.
Agreed. Yes, that was one I did see and loved.
Yeah, fantastic. Both of them, fantastic movies.
Yeah. That one was solid. That one was solid. I threw on Dawn of the Dead remake as well.
Hell yeah.
Zack Snyder, Dawn of the Dead. Love that one. And I'm not even that big of a zombie guy, but I loved that one. So we can do one more pick if anyone's got one. One more pick if anyone's got one more nomination that they want to throw out. Going once. If not, Michael or I will throw in the last one. If no one else has one. So Michael, was there any other remake that you wanted on here before we begin? If not, I'm thinking of one or two more that might make the cut.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I think I got the ones on there that I definitely wanted on there with Friday and The Ring and Texas. And yeah, I think that I'm good. Evil Dead.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, great call on Evil Dead, man. Shame on me for forgetting about that one. That one definitely needed to be on there. So I will throw on. I'm going to throw on the Night of Living Dead one as well, just
all right,
so our zombie guys can have some movies that they like.
Yeah, of course.
Try to get something for everybody. All right, I think we're good to start the competition. All right, so let me just do something here real quick. All right, so I think we're good. We're good to start the first, and I'll try to type these into the chat as well as we go along, so you guys can see them in case any audio problems are going on or whatever. So the first matchup we have is It versus Evil Dead, and we're starting with a banger.
It versus Evil Dead. Did we randomize them? Did we hit the random button?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I randomized it.
Ooh, this is a
yeah. Dude, yeah, first matchup. This one is tough, man. This one is tough because I love both of these.
Ooh. Oh, God, dude.
I might need a minute.
They start me off like that. Just snap me out of whatever I was in, man. It and Evil Dead.
Yeah. We're playing now, man. Ooh. Let me think on this one.
I know my answer. I just don't like it. Okay. Like, Evil Dead is. I love Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead 2013 remake. Dude, it is arguably one of my favorite Evil Dead movies. It is. But we're talking about Stephen King's It, bro. We are talking about Pennywise and the way that they did. Now, we're not talking about It Part 2. We are talking about, It. I just can't see Evil Dead losing to It. That's just my opinion, of course. But, I mean, man, this was a tough one for me. Bill Skarsgård killed it as Pennywise. I mean, it's fantastic. The movie is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. I'm with you, man. I was not expecting such a close one on the first matchup to be this. Because I'm with you. I love both of these movies. Evil Dead Remake is my second favorite in that franchise, so I love the Evil Dead remake. But dude, that It remake was so good, dude.
I almost wanted you to hit. I'd be like, can you just hit that
I'm
randomize one more
I'm still
time?
going back and
Like,
forth in my head.
I didn't want to put these two movies together. I don't like it. I don't like that I had
That's
to
funny.
choose one of these.
I know. Yeah.
If The
Well,
Ring goes up
thankfully on
against
this
Friday the
one, this
13th, I'm
time,
logging off of here. Like, if that's the next one, it's like I'm done. Like, I'm sick. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah, Michael's gone. Yeah, lost Michael. No, this dude, seriously, this is a hard one. I'm gonna go a slight edge with it. I love Evil Dead. I don't think they have a bad film. I love all 5 Evil Dead movies. So it's nothing against Evil Dead Remake. I love it, but it for me just it beats it out. It beats it out. So my vote is for it as well, but I'm really letting the chat kind of pick the winners on this one. I do see a vote for Evil Dead from Melissa. Thank you for Melissa for choosing Evil Dead. I'm glad it gets some love.
Yeah.
Eric's also going with Evil Dead. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? So that we've got 2 Evil Dead votes. You and I have both gone with it, which would make it 2-2. Is there anyone else that I see multiple people in the chat?
It Remake was really good. It's like, is that a vote?
That's true. It's Pinroll. Is that him? Oh, there it is. There it is. He's casting it for it.
There it is.
Yeah. There's the it. All right. I'm gonna pick it here. That's the one I've seen the most votes of. 3-2. I know there's multiple people in the chat, so some people aren't voting.
Yeah, and that, dude, that happens. And some people don't like to chat, dude. So have you ever put a poll up in your chat? You can always do that as well too. On your
No, that was something I couldn't figure out how to do, but yeah, I need to figure out how to do that.
It's kind of tough for me to explain without seeing it, but there should be a, like, if you go to the bottom of the chat on YouTube, it can't be on StreamYard, so you have to do it through YouTube. You can't do it through StreamYard
on YouTube. Okay.
And at the bottom of the live chat, there'll be an option. I think it's like options, and then you can put poll, and then you can type them in. Oh, Sterling Archer just came through with Evil Dead.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull up my YouTube and see if I can do that real quick.
I saw that The Strangers came out with a trailer for their new movie. While you're working on that, I've yet to see it. I wanted to do a video with it, but due to my other computer dying and getting this up, hopefully I'll be able to get to that soon. I really enjoy the Stranger movie, so I'm kind of hoping this is gonna be good. Really?
Yeah, I do. I love the first Stranger. The first Strangers was fantastic.
Hell, I love Pray at Night too. That was actually filmed here. Strangers Pray at Night. It was filmed downtown in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it was also filmed in Kentucky.
Was it really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, Pray at Night. I'm trying to think. I know I've seen it, but
soundtrack
for whatever reason, I can't remember like if I liked it or not. Yeah, I need to watch that one again. I can't I can't remember if I liked it or not. The reason I know I love The Strangers is because I've seen it multiple times, and I know I love that one. But Pray at Night, I think I've only seen once, so I'm not entirely sure where I land on it. So let's see. So Eric's saying to go into the chat on YouTube, and you have the plus option to add a poll.
Yeah, at the very bottom, underneath the live, you'll see like the live chat. Underneath it, there's an options tab next to where you can chat. Yeah, Eric, I can't wait to check it out, bro. Like I'm so far behind on everything because of last week. I need to do that, and I need to do The Ones Who Live for Patreon and YouTube. Dude, I've got so much stuff I gotta do. But I feel like crap on top of it, so I don't see me getting much of that done tonight. Jerry's in the chat. What's up, Jerry? It or Evil Dead?
What's up, Jerry?
That's where we're at.
Yeah, Michael, is there a way? Because I know we had another vote for Evil Dead, technically tying it. So is there a way after you've already selected a winner to go back in, or are we?
Yeah,
is it going to have to be it moving on?
No, just click up there on that. Because the amount I mess up.
Oh, okay.
I have to go back in multiple times.
Gotcha.
I'll put the thing in there. Jerry is voted for it. So that should make it 4-3.
Okay. 4-3. Okay. All right. Anyone else voting? Cast your votes now, skis. Dude, I think I've got something too, man. I got some allergies. I've noticing have been coming on as well. But yeah, I don't know what's going around.
Dude, honestly, in Ohio right now, the weather is either 20 or it's 70. So I think that has a lot to do with my current situation.
Oof.
It was like 20 2 days ago, and today it's 70. Like,
yeah,
I just don't think my body's like we're old at this point. Like that's
adjusted.
Matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like it makes no sense, Penroy. It doesn't, dude. It's ridiculous. Cherries at Walmart.
Hey, yeah.
See if they got some NECAs back there, bro. They might have some NECAs in the toy aisle.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, while you're there, man, can you ship me some NyQuil? I could definitely use some right now, man. I could clear all this crap up. Any other votes going? I'm still, dude. I'm sorry. I'm dumb as a bag of rocks. I'm still trying to find. I'm in the live chat. I'm still trying to find the add a poll option, but
we'll
I don't want to keep it going too long, so we might just have to type it out.
I'll show you when this is when the stream's over. We'll get into it. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. I am a high school graduate, people. Believe it or not, I am a high school graduate. So, all right, going once, going twice on It versus Evil Dead. Last chance to cast your votes. It versus Evil Dead. I'll count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So we had It with 4-3. So it is still moving on. 4-3. It's moving on. Next up, we've got The Thing versus The Grudge. The Thing versus The Grudge.
I definitely have to go with The Thing on this one. Anything that Jack Burton's in, you know, I gotta throw him a win there.
Oh yeah, dude. I am a huge Thing fan. I love The Thing. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. John Carpenter, you know, he's the guy. Love The Thing, man. Love The Thing. So yeah, this one's it's no disrespect to The Grudge. I can kick it with The Grudge. I could throw The Grudge on, have a good time, but we're talking. There's still a wide gap when we're talking one of my all-time favorites to just a movie that I like. That's a big gap. So yeah,
dude. Anytime I refer to Kurt Russell, he's always Jack Burton to me. Big Trouble in Little China, dude. That is my jam. I swear to God. But yeah, The Thing's awesome, dude. I have to go with The Thing over this. And don't get me wrong, I love The Grudge. It's fantastic remake. But The Thing, I feel like it's on another level.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm just so for me, Kurt Russell, and I do like Big Trouble in Little China. I'm not as big on it as you are, but I do like it. But for me, the first movie I think of when I think of Kurt Russell is Tombstone. And that's because Tombstone is my favorite Western of all time. Love Tombstone. Yeah. I got my Blu-ray copy over there I'm looking at right now. So for me, it's Tombstone when I think of Kurt Russell. But yeah, he's phenomenal in Big Trouble in Little China. He's phenomenal in The Thing. I love him as Snake Plissken in Escape from New York. Phenomenal.
Did you ever see a movie he did with Robin Williams called The Best of Times?
I have not. No.
So that's another movie that pops in my head. That and Overboard with Goldie Hawn. Another great Kurt Russell movie.
Overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overboard, and then wasn't he in Backdraft as well?
Yep.
With Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Backdraft. It was a good one.
Yes,
yeah, he's got some bangers, man. Kurt Russell's got some bangers.
He's also in that new series on Apple, Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. He did really well in that as well.
Nice.
He's actually in that with his son. Great show. I enjoyed it very much.
I also liked him in what was the name of the dude, I'm so bad with names, man. What was the name of the Quentin Tarantino movie? Not Hateful Eight, the other one that he did with Kurt Russell. The car one, where he plays like that creep psycho guy in that awesome black car. Oh, what, dude? Okay, Clayton's got to learn names, people. Clayton has got to learn names.
You're getting into Quentin Tarantino. That's the Bearded Entertainment's wheelhouse right there.
Okay. All right. Eric's the Tarantino guy.
Yeah.
Death Proof. That's it. Death Proof. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes. Yeah. He was very good in that. A different type of role for Russell. He's actually the psycho guy in that one. And plays it really well. That's a
Penrose saying Stuntman Mike. It's from Death Proof.
Yes. He plays. Yes, he's phenomenal in that one. Yeah, I should have just looked at the chat. They were already there. They were already on
it. They'll get you there, man. They will. I'm telling you. The chat will get you there.
That's awesome. All right. So, any other votes for The Thing versus The Grudge? I think it's 2-2 because I think Melissa and Jerry both went with The Grudge,
Oh,
which is shocking that they would take that over The Thing. Over The Thing. Any other votes for this one? Because we're at a tie right now. I mean, if it stays here, we're gonna have to coin flip it.
yeah.
Yes, Eric, Death Proof. Yeah, that was a good one. Melissa saying she hates The Thing. Hot take. Melissa with her hot take again, man. Kill me with her hot takes.
I love the diversity and what everybody likes and dislike, and it's so cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So cool.
I always say I always welcome whatever you like, right? I'm never going to judge anyone for liking what they like or not liking what they don't like, but I might have a genuine like reaction to it. Like, I'm shocked that you don't like this movie, or I'm shocked that you do like this movie. I might have a genuine reaction to it, but I'm not gonna, I'm never gonna judge someone for liking or not liking what they like or don't like, unless it's Brian. But that's because it's Brian, so I can do that with him. I don't think he's in the chat yet. I think he's gonna join later, but
all good, man.
Not a sci-fi fan. Yeah, I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, but the Thing is The Thing, man. The Thing is it's John Carpenter, Kurt Russell. I mean, The Thing is fantastic.
When I look at horror sci-fi, the first movie that comes to mind for me is Alien. Like, literally, if someone's like horror sci-fi, it's like my head goes straight to Alien. Like, seriously, Eric comes through with The Thing.
Yes, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Or the right call on that one. All right, so we're at 3-2 for The Thing. Let me put those votes in, and then I'll start a countdown on this one.
Yeah, Penrell comes through with The Thing too.
All right, so we're at
4-2.
Okay. So The Thing for Penroll. 4-2. All right. All right. I will start a countdown here for The Thing versus The Grudge. The Thing's up by 2. Last chance to vote. Countdown on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. The Thing is moving on. 4 votes to 2. Next up, we have Dawn of the Dead versus Last House on the Left.
Ooh, I need a minute on this one.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna need a minute.
I'm definitely gonna need a minute. Yes, Melissa, I did. I got it running late night Friday night, and most of the day yesterday trying to get all my programs hooked back up so I can do these live streams with you guys. So tonight's show should be good to go. Chunky Jordy in the chat. What is going on? What is happening?
What's up, my Chunky Jordy? Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Jerry's going with The Last House on the Left. Melissa's going Last House on the Left. Penroll's going Dawn of the Dead. So what is that? 3-1. For me personally, I'm gonna go Dawn of the Dead. I like both of these movies. they're both good.
Yeah.
But I think for me, Dawn of the Dead is more rewatchable. Because I mean, Last House on the Left, anyone who's seen it knows that's a heavy movie. It's very
Very
heavy.
heavy.
It's not a movie I can just throw on anytime. So if you were to hand me both of these movies right now and say which one you want to watch, I'm rolling with Dawn of the Dead. So for me, my vote's going Dawn of the Dead.
I'm gonna actually agree with you on that one. Yeah, it's tough for me because Last House on the Left is a good movie, but those are the types of movies that I have a hard time with. So I'll go Dawn of the Dead.
All right. Last House on the Left. I want to make sure I'm getting the votes right. So let me count how many there were. So I think The Last House still has 2 votes from what I'm seeing. And then Dawn of the Dead has 1. Eric's going Dawn of the Dead 2. My Chunky Geordie's going Dawn of the Dead 3. Michael and I are both going Dawn of the Dead. So that's 5 to 3. And yeah, like you said, Michael, Last House on the Left is a very good movie. I think it definitely surpasses the original. It's just part of what I factor into my overall like opinion or review or rating of a movie is the rewatchability and like how much I personally am entertained or enjoy the movie. And for me, because The Last House on the Left is very heavy, it's not super rewatchable. It definitely has that impact value. Absolutely has the impact value. More so than Dawn of the Dead, but Dawn of the Dead is it's so much fun. And I'm not even a huge zombie guy, but it's a lot of fun and very and well made. So it's kind of got all of the pieces there for me, where Last House on the Left, well made, doesn't really have that like high rewatch value for me.
Oh yeah, well said, sir. Well said.
All right, I will start a countdown for this one, unless anyone else is going to jump in here. So, Last House on the Left versus Dawn of the Dead remake. I'll start the countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. We have Dawn of the Dead moving on. Okay. What just happened? Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. My computer is... I was talking to Michael before. It lags. I'm fully connected, but for whatever reason, this computer's... It doesn't like me. And so it lags sometimes. But there we go.
One other comment.
All right, so next up we have
real fast before we
Hellraiser. Oh yeah,
is Penril brought up, when I think of Kurt Russell, I think of Tango and Cash. That's another fantastic Kurt Russell movie with Sylvester Stallone. Like that dude, they can't not go unsaid. I do apologize, but that dude, Tango and Cash, was awesome.
Yes. Yeah, we can't forget that one. That one's definitely a classic for both Russell and Stallone. So
yeah,
yes, thank you for catching that one, General, because that one needed to be said. All right. So next up we have Hellraiser versus My Bloody Valentine.
Ooh. This
Thoughts
one,
on this
believe it or
one,
not,
Michael?
is kind of easy for me. I recently watched My Bloody Valentine within the last, I don't know, I'd say month and a half ago ish. And I was really disappointed in that movie. This for me is a no-brainer, and I'm going with Hellraiser easily on this one.
Okay. All right. Um, I have to sit this one out. I think Michael, you and I have kind of talked about it. I think I've told you. I've only seen the original Hellraiser. And I wasn't that big on it.
Mm.
So I really had no desire to watch any of the sequels because from what I heard from everyone else, like the first one is the best. So in my head, I was like, well, if that's the best one, and I didn't really even care for that one, then I just have no desire to really check out any of the others. So I'm going to defer to Michael on this one for Hellraiser because I have not seen the remake.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about this version of Hellraiser was they were very they took a risk in doing something different, and I think that is just what that franchise needed for now. Like you said, like I like Hellraiser 1, I like Hellraiser 2. Anything after that, I'm like, you can take it or leave it. I really don't care about it too much. I love Doug Bradley as Pinhead. You know, he did a fantastic job as Pinhead. He'll always be Pinhead in my mind. When someone says Pinhead, I'll immediately think Doug Bradley. But you know, with My Bloody Valentine, I was never a huge fan of the original as it was. And as big of a Supernatural fan as I am, as much as I wanted to like it because Jensen Ackles was in it, I just didn't. Like I just was just like, oh, when it was over, it was like, yeah, I watched that. Like it happened. I'm glad that the knowledge is there. But other than that, you know, it's not something I'm going to really put on again unless we plan to go in depth on that movie on my channel. And if we ever do that, just gouge my eyes out now. But you know, at this point, it's like I would much rather watch Hellraiser than I would My Bloody Valentine.
I gotcha. Yeah, I did like My Bloody Valentine remake. I did see both of those, the original and the remake. I like both of them. I mean, they're both fine. You know, there's a long list of horror movies I'm going to throw on before either one of them, but that's not to say that they were bad. It just means that they're, you know, when we're talking about horror movies and the horror movies that we like, there's a lot of horror movies that have a much deeper love for me personally than My Bloody Valentine. So yeah, good remake, solid, but it's not one I'm gonna go back to a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean that's I really don't have, you know, terribly too much to say about My Bloody Valentine, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah,
just I mean, I know it has its fan base and
yeah,
that's cool, but just for me, it's just not really my
yeah.
thing.
I will say this about My Bloody Valentine. One of the things I did like was, and the one thing I do think it has going for it is the kills. I do think it's got some pretty gnarly kills. So I do give it props for that. I think that's probably why I enjoyed it because I'm always down for some gnarly RIPs, but yeah, outside of the kills, I don't think it's got just this, like, really compelling story or characters, anything like that. It's really, it rides on its kills. If you take those away, I don't think you have much of a movie there for me personally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'll start another countdown here for this one. Anyone else? This is My Bloody Valentine versus Hellraiser. We're at 2-2 right now, so we need at least one more vote to get a majority. Otherwise, we'll have to coin flip it. So we have, all right, I'll start the countdown now with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, I will get a coin real quick, so we can decide.
Sounds like a plan. God, we got so many good remakes on here. Trying to decide, like this is tough. Like to put all these in one bracket and do this. I'm so glad we have you guys to vote in the chat. It's freaking awesome. But I do recommend, if you haven't seen that Hellraiser movie yet, you should check it out. You should check it out. I'm not saying it's something I would watch every day, but you know, it's not a bad flick at all. I really enjoyed it. I really have been enjoying what Hulu's been doing with movies, especially when you look back at Prey. I love Prey so much.
Oh, dude, Prey was fantastic. Prey was
Yeah.
awesome. I loved Prey. I thought that was the honestly, and I think I've only seen it. I know I think I've seen it twice now, but it's probably my favorite besides the original. Like I think I probably have it number 2 in the Predator franchise. Loved Prey, man.
Yeah,
great movie.
I did as well.
All right, I got the coin here, so we will go heads
Jerry
with
just threw out Hellraiser.
Tails. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, we will count it. We will count it because we were waiting for one. I could not vote because I have not seen Hellraiser. That's the breaker right there. 3-2. Hellraiser moves on. So next up, we have Wrong Turn versus Pet Cemetery. This should be interesting.
All right, I'm gonna take a lot of heat for this one.
What are you thinking, Michael?
I'm thinking I'm about to take some heat on this one. I have not seen the Pet Cemetery remake. Yeah. I at least I'm not remembering it. Let me look at the trailer. Hold on a second. I'll bring it up. I don't think I have. I could be wrong.
It's got some good actors in it.
I might be thinking of Bloodlines. I know I haven't. Yeah, I've seen this one. Yes. Okay. I haven't seen Bloodlines yet. That's the one I haven't seen.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going Pet Cemetery on this one. I'm not the biggest Wrong Turn fan personally, but I love the original Pet Cemetery. I love the Pet Cemetery remake. I love that lead actor. I forget his name, but I thought he was great. I love the twist that they went with at the end of Pet Cemetery remake. So my vote is going to be Pet Cemetery. But what say the rest of you great people?
Well, with this movie here, looking at this, now let me start by saying this. I love the original Wrong Turn. I think it's fantastic. Great movie. I can watch it anytime. As for the remake, I was extremely disappointed in the remake. I actually own it. It's right behind me. I have to collect things. Didn't have the whole thing, right? You know, believe me, I own a lot of crappy movies because of that. But yeah, I have to go Pet Cemetery over the remake. Now, what's interesting, and this is a hot take right here, if we were talking about the originals, and this is a hot take, I would watch Wrong Turn before I would watch Pet Cemetery again. Yes, that's a huge hot take and probably wrong on more filmmaking levels than ever. But as far as if we're holding these two movies, like you were saying earlier, I'm gonna watch Wrong Turn before I'm gonna watch Pet Sematary. And don't get me wrong, Pet Sematary was great. You know, Miko Hughes did great as Gage, being a little child actor, dude. You could talk about a lot of things from this movie that were fantastic. The trauma I got, you know, as a kid, seeing him get hit, you know, at the beginning, like it was crazy. He has the Achilles tendon slashes with the freaking, oh god, it's so rough, dude. But I mean, if I'm being 100% honest and I'm holding both movies, I'm probably watching Wrong Turn. But unfortunately, we're not talking about those movies. So yeah, I'm definitely going Pet Sematary on this one.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I like it, Michael. You and I always say you like what you like, man.
We do.
I said earlier I might have a genuine reaction to people, what they say they like or what they don't like. It's not me being like judging them. It's just that's my general reaction to what they're picking. But I respect it. I definitely respect it. I would go Pet Sematary on both. I would go with the Pet Sematary original over the original Wrong Turn, and I would go Pet Sematary remake over Wrong Turn remake.
And that's probably a very popular answer. You know what I mean? I think that most people would side with that. But I mean, who knows how I'm going to feel in 6 months, and who knows how I felt 6 months ago when you asked that question. But right now, at this very moment, I'm holding both of those movies. I'm watching, you know, Wrong Turn. Now, remake wise, I'm never holding the Wrong Turn remake. I was so disappointed in that movie. I wanted it to be good, and it wasn't. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. It wasn't. It was just I don't like getting into like the whole types of like woke stuff, and I'm not going to accuse it of being that, but it was not the movie. I don't think it did the original Wrong Turn justice for what that original Wrong Turn was. You watch the remake and you're like, this is not that movie. This is just not that movie at all. Like there's no resemblance. With a remake, there should be some resemblance of the original movie there. And I didn't see it.
I just felt like they tried to do too much. Like it was a simple story and you tried to make it overly complicated. You just did too much. You gave me too much.
Yeah.
And it just, it took away more than it added anything.
Yeah, totally agree on that. We're at 2-2 right now on Wrong Turn versus Pet Sematary. So we need a couple more. We got multiple. Yeah, I think nine or 10 people in the chat right now. So we need more people voting. Because we're at 2-2 right now. But I'll give it maybe another minute, and then we'll do a countdown. If no one votes, we'll coin flip it again.
I'll tell you what, man.
But Michael, is there any? Let me ask.
Is you can guarantee that man's voting for Wrong Turn. It doesn't matter if Wrong Turn's even on the ballot. Jerry's gonna vote for Wrong Turn. I guarantee that 100%. It's like clockwork, bro. Hey, what was better, Friday the 13th or A Nightmare on Elm Street? Wrong Turn. It's like consistency, man. It's consistent. Jerry, you did not disappoint, brother.
That's hilarious.
100%.
Yeah.
I love
it. What was better, Infinity War or The Dark Knight? Wrong Turn.
Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn.
That's funny.
I love it.
Consistency, though, man. All right, we'll do a countdown here. It is very much. All right, countdown is on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we will coin flip it. It's going to the coin. We have heads for Wrong Turn, tails for Pet Sematary, Here's the flip. It is tails for Pet Cemetery. So Pet Cemetery is moving on. The court has decided, they have ruled, and they have gone with Pet Cemetery. All right. Next up, we have Poltergeist versus The Ring. And I already know where Michael's going on this one, but go for it, Michael.
The Ring again. We will do The Ring 3 times in a row. I don't like who The Ring's going to go up to next. If and when it wins this one. But yes, The Ring.
Yeah. Samara is Michael's girl, man. Don't
the original story of The Ring, dude, is fantastic. You can ask me about The Ring 2, you can ask me about Rings, and I don't care about any of them. I don't. That original movie was just so dark and it was just so good, man. It was beautifully the way it was shot, the tone of the movie. They filmed it in that blue, like that blue light that's through that whole movie, setting the mood and setting the tone of that movie. Yeah, it was just, oh God, it was so good. It was so dark, man. And then, when you get towards the end and you think she's dead, and it lights up, man. It changes the whole tone of the movie, and then you find out she's back, dude, and it's right back to that blue. Dude, it's so much about that movie is so good, and it is my favorite horror remake of all time.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the cinematography and the lighting is beautiful in The Ring. Love it. Love the cinematography and the visuals in that one. Great stuff there, and it's creepy too, especially the first time you see it. And you watch that videotape play the first time, and it's like 7 more days, and you're just like, I mean, dude, that's creepy stuff, man. I still remember the first time watching it. I was creeped out. I didn't want to watch videotapes after that, man. So yeah, The Ring is solid, man. The Ring is solid.
Well, I mean, too, like when they first showed that girl in the closet, the first time you saw her face like that, the way Samara moved was the start of movies that would try to copy it for years, dude. Yeah. Like how she would move fast and shift. You've seen that on so many things, how she would walk. They filmed her walking backwards, and that's how they got her looking the way she looked. The fact that she would like shift forward real fast, you've seen that oftentimes duplicated on so many different things. I mean, you can go as far as Supernatural did it. The amount of movies that would do the likeness of Samara afterwards, bro, was just, it's crazy. Like it did so much for horror, like the way horror looked. And that, dude, The Ring is just, to me, leaps and bounds above the Poltergeist remake. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I would second that. And I said earlier, I like the Poltergeist remake over the original. That was my hot take for the stream, but it's the remake. Poltergeist remake still isn't a movie that I love. I just like it better than the original. So for me, going up against The Ring, yeah, it's getting swept right now. I mean, we're 5-0 for The Ring, so this might be a shutout here. We'll see. Watch, Brian's gonna jump in with Poltergeist just to piss me off.
It may happen. It may happen. Oh, believe me, I've got some hot takes coming up that I know I'm going to lose as far as popularity, but it's fine.
Yeah. No, hey, no one gets more hot takes than Melissa. I'll say that. Melissa she's killed me in the past. The past
I love
two
it.
streams that I've done, man. Her hot takes are just,
One of
man,
the great things
brutal. But
about
she is going
Melissa
with the
is
ring
she's
on this
just
one.
on it, dude. Like she'll throw it out there. Like, look, nope. Like everything you said, fine. But
Yeah.
nope, this is a better movie. I like this better. And that's what we
Yeah.
want, man. We want people to feel comfortable speaking their mind about what they think. Because if me and Clayton agree on everything, or if we agree with everything in the chat, that gets boring, man. Like I love hot takes, man. They're so much fun.
Yeah. I do too. Yeah, I love interacting with them, like figuring out
Yes.
like why the person loves the movie that I don't like, or why they don't like the movie that I love. I love that kind of stuff, interacting, because that's what creates conversation, and that's what like develops, that love and that passion for the movies that we like. So I love it. But I'm always gonna give you my genuine reaction to a hot take. If I disagree with it, you might get a genuine reaction. But I'm never gonna judge anyone for liking what they like. So
Yeah.
all right, we get the countdown here. I think this is gonna be this. I don't know. We don't really need a countdown on this one. I mean, I don't think we're going to get 6 votes in for Poltergeist in 10 seconds. So we'll go ahead and close this one out.
Yeah,
for
and we still got a ton of matchups to get through too.
Yeah, we got to speed this up a little bit. And I know Michael's also not feeling the best either. I don't want to keep him any longer than he needs to. So
I'll definitely make it through.
We'll get through some
no
of
matter
these,
what, for sure. Because
right. So we got Fright Night versus. Fright Night versus. This one might break me because I don't think my movie's gonna get through this one. But we got Fright Night versus the Wolfman. I'm a huge werewolf guy. I love me the Wolfman. The unrated cut of the Wolfman is just straight savagery, and I love it. But I get it's going up against a very beloved vampire, movie franchise. So I don't see the Wolfman coming out on top. I'd be shocked if it does, but it's definitely getting my vote. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I love Fright Night, dude, I haven't seen the Wolfman, so I can't comment, unfortunately. So my vote cannot count. I have a feeling
we have Jerry going Fright Night. Melissa's going Fright Night. Yeah. I have a feeling where I think it's projecting. I would be very shocked if the Wolfman came out on top. But yeah, it's 2-1 right now. Fright Night over the Wolfman. Let's see what happens.
We're lucky this year at Scarefest in October, a convention that's in Louisville, Kentucky, which is about an hour and a half for me. I go to it every year, but the cast of Fright Night is going to be there. Well, at least so far, most of them have jumped on. I think 3 or 4 of them have jumped on so far. I'm just waiting for the lead vampire. He's going to be there. He's been going to a lot of conventions. I know that he'll be there. And I cannot wait to buy me a nice Fright Night poster and have all of them sign it, because that is a horror movie of my childhood that I hold dear. Like, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, I love Fright Night. And I tell people, depending on the day, if you ask me, I might tell you Fright Night is my favorite vampire movie. I'm not a huge vampire guy, but there are some vampire movies that I love, and Fright Night is one of those that I love. So if it was the original Fright Night, it would be much closer because I love that original Fright Night. But with the remake, it's the Wolfman remake, bro. I gotta go Wolfman on that one. But it looks like Fright Night's gonna be moving on. I I figured my werewolf movie probably wasn't gonna make it far, but I had to give it a shot, man. I had to give it a shot. All right. So Friday night's moving on there. Next up, we have The Hills Have Eyes versus Night of the Living Dead.
No, I gotta go Hills Have Eyes on this one.
The Living Dead. Yeah, I'm going Hills Have Eyes as well. The original Night of the Living Dead's a classic. I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
I would take it over the remake. But with all respect to Tony Todd, but yeah, the Hills Have Eyes remake is phenomenal. So definitely going Hills Have Eyes on that one.
Yeah. Well, we're already locked up 2-2. And I mean, I really don't blame people, dude, because Hills Have Eyes, to me, it's a hard watch, dude. It's not something that I'm gonna be like, let's watch the Hills Have Eyes again. Like, there are just certain things that I don't always feel are necessary that some movies put in them that I'm not a fan of. And this has one of those scenes. I see why they did it, but you know, it's
yeah. My Chucky Jordy's going Hills Have Eyes as well. So okay. That puts us at 3-2 on that one. Yeah. And I might be contradicting myself here. I apologize if I am, but because I know earlier when we were talking about The Last House on the Left, I said that was a heavy movie, so it doesn't have a lot of rewatch value. That's kind of the same with The Hills Have Eyes for me. However, the reason I'm going with The Hills Have Eyes on this one is because if I'm going to watch Night of the Living Dead, I'm going to watch the original, not the remake.
Definitely.
So because of that, I think I can still argue my case for The Hills Have Eyes. So if I'm going to watch The Hills Have Eyes remake, I would watch the Hills Have Eyes remake before I would watch a remake of Night of the Living Dead. If I'm going to watch Night of the Living Dead, I'm going to watch the original. So for me, I'm still going Hills Have Eyes.
All right.
All right. We will do a countdown here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. The Hills Have Eyes. Moving on. Next up, we have The Invisible Man versus Carrie. This should be interesting.
I'm out of this one. I have not seen The Invisible Man. And I just watched Carrie the other day because I hadn't seen it. So, yeah, I have not seen The Invisible Man.
Gotcha. With Carrie, did you watch the theatrical remake, or did you watch like the 2002 TV movie remake? Because I know there's that one too.
I watched the theatrical.
Gotcha.
Let me double check
to
make sure, but I'm 99.9% sure. Yeah, 2013. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
With Hit Girl in it.
What
from
what did you think of that one?
I mean, I thought it was decent. Still prefer the original. But you know, it was good.
Agreed.
It wasn't bad.
Agreed. Melissa, there's a hot take. There's a hot take I was expecting from Melissa. I've been waiting for some Melissa hot takes, and she's saying she did not care for The Invisible Man. Man, I love The Invisible Man remake. That one was a great movie. So Melissa's going Carrie. Jerry's going Carrie. So Carrie's got 2-1 lead right now. Let's see. And I like the original Invisible Man as well with Claude Rains. But I grew up with a lot of those Universal Studio monster movies as a kid. So I do like that one, but the remake from 2020 is excellent. So,
when you talk about Universal monster movies, my favorite out of all of those was the Wolfman versus Frankenstein when I was a kid. That was the one that I would watch more and more because it was two of them fighting each other. Like that, to me, that was the one I watched more
legends.
than the rest of them. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, two icons. That was Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. That was that era's version of Freddy versus Jason. I mean, that's what it was like at that time. I mean, you have Wolfman and Frankenstein. That was the first Freddy versus Jason type of movie that we got. So that one's a classic, man.
Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
So
that's the proper title.
Oh yeah.
But I always just called it Wolfman versus Frankenstein. Even as a kid, it's like I'm watching Wolfman versus Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Melissa,
get all technical and stuff. Looks like Carrie is moving on.
Melissa, I am going to power through. I'll be there tonight. The stream might not be as long as it usually is, but I do have some news about streams this week, so I definitely want to cover that. It just might be a little shorter tonight than it usually is.
All right. So next up we have House of Wax versus Child's Play, and I'm interested to see where this one's going to go. House of Wax versus Child's Play remake.
House of Wax. 100% House of Wax. And I'm not a huge House of Wax fan.
Agreed.
So that should tell you something.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. You said everything that I was going to say. Not a big House of Wax fan, but I guarantee you I'm going to throw that one on before I throw on the Child's Play remake. I guarantee you that.
Dude, and the fact that you had Mark Hamill, one of the best voice actors you could possibly have.
I know.
Dude. And to do what you did, and that's as far as I'll go with it. To do, what you did. You know what you did with that movie. It's a damn tragedy.
Yeah. When I heard that Mark Hamill was going to be involved, I was super excited, man. Because everyone on my channel knows I'm a mega Batman fan. So growing up with him voicing the Joker I loved his work there. He's done other voiceover work that's been fantastic. So I was super excited when I found out he was involved, and I watched the movie, and I could not have been more disappointed than I was with the Child's Play remake. They've fumbled the football on like the 1 yard line, and it's just like, dude, really.
Yeah, and let's not forget he's Luke Skywalker. All right, you had Luke Skywalker. Who is the voice of the Joker, probably the most iconic voice of the Joker for every animated Batman movie, alongside Kevin Conroy. And he's flat out said, like, I won't be the Joker unless Kevin's Batman. Now that Kevin's gone, I'm done being the Joker. Flat out, dude. Like, nah, Mark Hamill's, he's a beast. And they had an opportunity there, and they just flushed it down the toilet, in my opinion. I think that movie was horrible. I have no intention of ever watching it again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, the only way I could see myself watching it again is if I'm gonna do like some big Child's Play marathon. If my subscribers want me to do like a Child's Play review series, I'll watch it again for that. But on my own and on my own terms, I ain't watching it. I ain't watching it. So, yeah.
The things we do to bring the content.
They forced my hand. Yes, they forced my hand and made me watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre: Next Generation again, a movie I was hoping I would never have to see again the rest of my life, and I had to sit through that pile of dog shit again. It was just like, man,
that might be my favorite
insufferable.
podcast that you've ever done, dude. It may be my favorite. Like, I loved. If you guys haven't seen that yet, you got to go check out his review of Texas Chainsaw 4. What do they call it? Texas Chainsaw. What do they call it again?
So bad.
What's
Next Generation?
Next Generation. Yes, the Next Generation. Check that out, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally messaging you as I'm watching it. Like, dude, this is gold. This is so good. I absolutely love it.
Dude, it was so bad, man. I literally was struggling. So I was struggling to get through both. I struggled to get through the movie, and I struggled to get through the review because I'm sitting there right before I'm about to record thinking, what the heck am I going to say for anything positive with this movie? I was having to dig, man. And I sprinkle it in with some positives and then just go straight to negatives. And it's a shit show, man. And I added that opening little the thing at the beginning with the Sound of Silence. That was literally my reaction throughout the entire movie. Just me like thinking, why am I watching this? Why am I watching this?
The two things that stick out to me the most out of that movie was when Matthew McConaughey's in the tow truck and he's backing up to run the guy over, and the guy's running from him but doesn't get off the road. He just stays on the road where he could have just jumped to the side and gotten to the trees. It was just like, you got to be freaking kidding. And then when they fight over the remote control to control his leg, bro, like they're hitting buttons and his legs moving. I was laughing so hard when I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Those are just two things that just stick in my head with that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dude, the remote scene, I was thinking, really? This is where we've come to? This is where we've come to. The guy's freaking remote controlling his own leg. Oh man. Yeah, that was insufferable. That was literally the closest movie to the actual definition of insufferable that I've reviewed so far on my channels. So Melissa's saying, I love Batman. Yes, you do. Everyone should love Batman. Only one I like is with Jessica Biel. Yeah, the 03 remake. That's my favorite as well. So all right. So House of Wax is moving on. Michael, I gotta ask before we're on round 2 now. I gotta ask, are you good for round 2, or do you need to go? We'll start punching through these faster now. Okay, all right, we'll start.
I'll let you know
when these faster now. Okay, all right, all right. So round 2, first up. Ooh, we got It versus Friday the 13th. I'll let Michael take it. Take it.
Why you gotta let me take it? I don't want to take it. I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. All right. Friday the 13th is getting the win for me. I am putting all logic aside of movie making and story and yes, and the better movie. I'm going with Friday the 13th for two reasons. One, Trent. Two, Derek Mears is Jason and giving me that Jason that I've wanted for a long time. The bringing that back, especially the opening of that movie. It's ridiculously good. The amount that I've fallen in love with this movie over the last year alone. If you'd have asked me a year ago, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. You know, watch my first Friday the 13th ranking. I think I had it like number 6 or number 7. That has moved up since then. The amount of times I've rewatched that movie since then has been ridiculous. I love this Friday the 13th movie. I wanted to move on. Cheers,
dude. Yeah. Cheers. I'm with you, man. Dude, everyone knows if you see my Friday ranking, the 09 remake is my favorite Friday movie. I love it. I freaking love that movie, man. And I'm going with Friday as well. I love the It remake. I do. I saw it in theaters multiple times. Love the It remake. But dude, Friday 09 is about as close to a perfect Friday movie for me personally as it could get. I love Derek Mears as Jason. He's my favorite Jason. I love the tone, the atmosphere, the characters, dude, the score, the cinematography, everything in it, man. It's just I love that 09 remake, man. So yeah, I'm going Friday as well.
When Sammy
Melissa, Trent was a jerk. He was a jerk, but he was a likable jerk.
When Sammy walks up on the dude in the bar, he said, "Whoa, Stretch, you about to activate a pull start on a whoop ass machine, boy." Like, bro, come on. Like, I literally meet that guy. If I ever meet that guy, I'm gonna have him sign that on a poster. I swear. That's what I wanted to say. Flat out. It's so good.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, dude, there's so many good characters in that movie, man. Trent, as big of a jerk as he is, and everyone would acknowledge he's a jerk. No one's denying that, but he is a lovable jerk. And what I mean by that is he's the type of jerk that is so entertaining and so much of a jerk that you can't help but love how big of a jerk he is. So for me, I love that character so because he's so good at being that character. Love it. Yes.
It's like at this point when I watch it, I just laugh when he talks. I can't help it. Like, oh, this guy's got some dick stuff to say. I guarantee it.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah. He's grown on me. I now consider myself like I wouldn't say a fan of Trent, like a Trent fan, but he's won me over for just being the jerk that he is. Like I can't help but love that character now. So
he might be the biggest dick in.
Yeah, Friday it looks like we're getting all Friday votes. Oh yeah, agreed. Totally agree on that. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely the more Friday expert than I am, but I can't think of a bigger jerk, or just piece of shit in the Friday movie than Trent. So,
I love it.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I think Friday's cleaning the clock here with the vote, so it might be a clean sweep, which is kind of surprising because it's got a following, man. It's got a big following, but I think we just all agree on Friday. I have no problems with Friday moving on. Next up, we have The Thing versus Dawn of the Dead.
I gotta go with The Thing on this one. I do.
Agreed. Yeah, and I love Dawn of the Dead. It's one of my favorite zombie movies. But again, the thing. The thing is the thing, man. I mean, Kurt Russell, John Carpenter, the cold, the snow, the practical effects in there is the stuff of legend. Just yeah, fantastic movie. So I'm going the thing on that one as well. Melissa's going Dawn of the Dead. Jerry's going Dawn of the Dead. Wow. All right.
3.
Interesting. So that, yeah, 3 for Dawn of the Dead, man. That's shocking. Over the thing, man. Come on. Where's Brian when I need him? Where's Brian when I need him? Get me a thing vote. Oh. Man. I hate for the thing. I'm kind of pulling for the thing to go the distance here, but looks like Dawn of the Dead, man. People love their zombies, man. People love their zombies.
Yeah.
So looks like Dawn of the Dead might be. There's Eric coming in with a thing. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. My guy right there coming in clutch. I love it. I love it. Thank you. That ties it up. Which means Michael and I would get to break the tie, and we both went with the thing. So the thing would be moving on. If no one else votes, hopefully no one else does unless they vote for the thing.
Actually, Dawn of the Dead, our 2 votes made it tied. So the only vote for the thing was Eric. So if we're not counting ours and ours are just a tiebreaker, then Dawn will have beaten the thing 3-1.
Well, we're definitely counting ours then to tie it. Hey, this is my channel. I'm calling the shots. So our votes are counting, man. So we're counting our votes. We'll it's a tie. It's a tie, which means we'll have to take it to the coin. We'll let the coin decide again. But unless someone just comes in with a vote right now. All right, we're going to the coin, guys. Going to the coin. Heads, the thing. Tails, Dawn of the Dead.
He's gonna flip it and be like 2 out of 3.
It was Tails. It was Tails, unfortunately. All right, Dawn's moving on. He'll
be like 2 out of 3.
That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to rig the votes.
It's like 3 out of 5.
Man, that's what you get, Clayton. That's what you get.
Best out of 7.
7 out of 10. Whatever. Yeah. We could be here all night. Michael's still streaming. I'm still over here flipping the coin.
He's like, the thing's gonna win this damn thing.
All right. So moving on. All right. So now we got Hellraiser versus Nightmare.
Oh, Hellraiser. Jesus. A Nightmare was horrible.
Yeah. I'm going to have to sit this one out because I've not seen the Hellraiser remake. I have seen the Nightmare remake, but I've not seen Hellraiser remake, so I'm going to have to sit this one out.
Yeah. I definitely am going Hellraiser over this version of Nightmare. This version of Freddy. Not that I didn't like the portrayal of Freddy, but I didn't like what they did story-wise with Freddy. And to me, it just seemed like the actors didn't even care like about this movie. Like it felt like it was so phoned in, and it was just it's like we're gonna put something out there, and I feel bad because the actor that played Freddy, I really loved him in The Watchmen. Like he was freaking the man in The Watchmen,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Uh, I think he could have been such a better Freddy than they made him. And yeah, I dislike this movie. I own it, but I dislike it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to tally the votes here as they're coming in. I think we have Melissa's going with Nightmare. But Michael and Jerry are both going with Hellraiser. I think we're at 1 to 2 right now. Yeah, dude, but I agree with you. That the actor that played Freddy, he was fantastic in Watchmen, dude. I loved Watchmen.
Yeah.
He was great in that movie. Absolutely great.
Every time I talk about, Watchmen, I talk about his part. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line.
You locked in here with me.
Movie. Dude, he's so Jackie Earle Haley's a beast, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, even like at the end when he forces the blue guy to kill him, like, oh yeah, dude, that scene is raw, man. That scene is raw.
He's just like he Thanos snapped him, bro. And only he didn't turn to dust. He just exploded. Like, you know what was funny is when that movie came out. You might be. Sad, I don't know if you're old enough to remember when that came out, but they were selling it as a superhero movie, and a bunch of parents took their little kids to see it. And there you have, the blue guy standing there with his dick hanging out, and all the parents are like freaking out. Like what are we doing? Like, what did I bring my kids to see? Man, it should have been advertised a little different. Like, yo, this is about some superheroes, but this is not like Batman or Superman. Like, leave your kids at home.
Oh man, mommy, what's that?
Oh god, dude. Like, I remember when that came out, one of my friends took her son, and she called me. She's like, we went to see The Watchmen. I was like, oh shit, was it dope? Like, I need to go see that. She goes, there I was in the theater with that big blue bastard and his big blue dick right in front of my fucking 4-year-old kid. Dude, I was laughing so hard I was crying. She's like, it's not funny. I was like, this is the funny. I swear to God.
Oh man,
so funny. But if you haven't checked out The Watchmen, check that out. That movie's dope. Negan's in it too.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yes, I second that. What Michael said. If you have not checked out Watchmen, get on that. All right, so Hellraiser's moving on. Against all right, so apparently there was some mix up. I don't know if it didn't calculate my last the last one in, but it just put team 4 for against Pet Cemetery. So I guess we'll just have Pet Cemetery move on. That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it to see what happened there, but it's not. It looks like it just
I thought a
movie in there. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it made if the last one I put on there made it before I started the tournament or not. But yeah. All right, so then we have this one might break Michael. We have TCM versus The Ring.
I'm going The Ring, bro. It's a way better movie. You can, dude, there is no Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that could be better than The Ring. Like, just the substance alone. Like it's so much better on every level to me. Like guy with a chainsaw versus a curse. Like, dude, it's the atmosphere, the tone, the movie, the writing. Yes, it's more complicated, and I think that it's a better movie overall. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the best of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is, but what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, substance wise, does not compare to The Ring for me whatsoever. So, like, yes. Is Texas Chainsaw the best Texas remake? Yes. Is it the best Texas movie? Yes, it is. But compared to The Ring, not, at least not in my eyes. Now, I'm sure there's someone that could debate that pretty hard, and feel free. But nah, no way.
Wow. All right. Michael throwing it down, coming in for his girl Samara. I like it. Yeah, this is gonna be one that Michael and I are gonna be on opposite ends on. I'm a big TCM 03 guy. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's easily my favorite Texas movie. I'm a huge fan of that TCM remake. It's got my favorite Leatherface in it. Jared, whatever the guy's name was that played him, it just did a phenomenal job.
Andrew Bernarski.
It's got, I think, the best cast of characters. It's beautifully shot. Yes, Andrew Bernarski. Thank you. Yeah, he was fantastic. Arlie Ermy. It's just, dude, it's so good, man. It's so good. I love that TCM remake, and I like The Ring. I like The Ring a lot. It's a solid movie. I'm not as big on it as I am the Texas remake. So I'm going Texas on that one. And interesting, I know I've told Michael this. He and I have kind of talked about it, but I have actually been to the shooting locations of the Texas remake. Yeah, it's not far from my house here in Texas. It's only like an hour and a half drive, and I went up there one time and got to go through like all the shooting locations. It was so cool, man. I loved it. I took pictures and everything. So yeah,
you should go up there again, bro, and take a camera with you and put that on your channel. There's a lot of people that would love to see that.
Dude,
me being one of them. Like, seriously.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I might have to do it. I might do because I also still have to go to the Friday 09 remake shooting locations that are also here in Texas, not far from where I live. So I might do that. I might do both. I might go in the shooting locations of Texas remake, and knock both those out, and then do pictures and then post them here on here. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
Oh yeah. Hells yeah.
So Michael, it looks like you've persuaded the majority. Looks like The Ring is going to be.
It's tied.
Oh, wait, we got another TCM. Chucky Jordan came in with a TCM. So I see Melissa with The Ring. I see Gary with The Ring. Michael with The Ring. And then you have my Chunky Jordy and myself both with Texas.
It's 3-2.
Yeah. Unless someone comes in and ties it up, I'll do a countdown real quick, and then if no one comes in, we'll close it out. So here we go. 10. Oh, there's Eric coming in again with TCM. I love it. Thank you, Eric, for tying it up.
Eric, you bastard.
So we do have a tie. I love Eric, man. So we do have a tie. I'll start the countdown over again from 10, and then anyone else that comes in will break the tie. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, so we are going to the coin. We are going to the coin. The coin will decide. We will go heads, Texas Chainsaw, and tails, the ring.
Let me grab my lucky R2. What? And yes, I have a lucky R2. Okay.
I love it. So yeah, let R2 decide.
R2's got it. He said the ring. I understood him.
I'm really hoping this is heads. Here we go. Son of a... It's tails, guys. Of course it is.
Because
my luck tonight has been...
Lucky R2 came through. You know, this is actually my original R2 from when I was a little kid.
Oh, man.
It's my original toy.
Is it really?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wow. That's awesome.
I've had this thing since like 1982.
Wow. DJ Plays Favorites is in the chat. What's up, DJ? Thanks for being here, for joining. You just got here for our next matchup. We have Fright Night versus When a Stranger Calls.
Ooh. What's up, DJ?
I don't think my movie's going to go far here.
I hope you're doing well. I gotta go Fright Night.
Yeah. Michael's going Fright Night. DJ's going Fright Night. I don't see When a Stranger Calls coming out. I would be shocked if it does. Me and Melissa might be the only two that vote for When a Stranger Calls. But yeah, I don't see it going far, but I had to at least put it on the bracket because I love that movie.
Oh, yeah, and make sure that if you haven't yet, to subscribe to Ages of Fear. He does these most Sundays in the afternoon, especially for, you know, the fans that are overseas. You know, it's probably a little easier for you guys to make the streams during the day. So yeah, check him out. He's got a lot of good content. I think you guys will enjoy it for sure.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you. We've actually got a tie right now. It's actually 3-3, so we've actually got a tie. This is shocking. I was not expecting this. But it's actually 3-3. Dude, if When a Stranger Calls pulls this off, man, that's going to make up for the other movies I wanted not making it.
Where's Jerry at when you need him? He's probably checking out at Walmart right now.
Yeah, well, we know Jerry's going with Wrong Turn, so we know where his vote's going.
He's going to go into the Wrong Turn category. Sterling coming through with Fright Night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Sterling coming in the Fright Night. Man, here I was shot. My movie had a shot, and then Sterling had to come in and ruin it. All right, I'll hold off for 10 seconds. We'll do a countdown here. Oh, Jerry, there's Jerry with his Fright Night. All right, I think Fright Night's gonna close this out now.
Yeah, I was surprised, Jerry. We were expecting Wrong Turn. Not gonna lie, buddy.
Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fright Night is moving on. All right. So next up, we have The Hills Have Eyes versus Carrie. Hills Have Eyes versus Carrie.
I am going for The Hills Have Eyes.
And I will second that.
Listen, DJ.
Yeah, my Chucky Jordy. Yeah, DJ coming through. Jordy, I was also with you on When a Stranger Calls. I love that movie. But we made a bigger run than I thought we would, so that was good.
Nope. Eric's
yeah.
trying to cheat right now. Nope, that's our podcast.
What is he doing?
He's throwing 2 in there. Look at him. I'm pointing it out.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Go, Eric. Go,
Can
Eric.
only be 1 or 2 people, and I'm not touching my keyboard right now. Oh God, I appreciate it. I love it.
Right. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Eric, hold on to that account.
Looks
for when
like
Friday the 13th.
Melissa's going Carrie. DJ's going Carrie. Michael and I are both going Hills Have Eyes. Silver Screen's going Carrie.
No, Silver Screen.
Jerry's going Carrie. I was going to see if you caught that.
Unless it's voting for Friday the 13th.
All right. Or The Ring, right?
Or The Ring.
Yeah. All right. I think, Michael, we're going to be outnumbered here. Looks like Carrie is running away with this one.
Yeah, all good, man.
And I get it. I mean, if you're going off just rewatch value, I can see why more people would, have Carrie higher. It's more rewatchable. So it's not surprising. I get it. But I would go Hills Have Eyes, but we will close this one out. It looks like Carrie's going to run away with that one. So next up we have, here we go. Clayton's about to get excited. We got House of Wax versus Halloween, baby. My boy's up to bat.
Halloween off that.
My boy is up to bat. I mean, do I need to vote on this one? I mean, look right here. This should tell you where my vote is going. This guy right here, he should tell you where my vote is going. I mean, Michael's my boy. So yeah, my vote is obviously going with Halloween. Michael, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Because I just got a notification that my connection is bad. Okay.
No, all right. You're okay.
Yeah, my vote's going Halloween. All right. I'll put House of Wax first. Halloween. There we go. DJ's going Halloween. Eric's going Halloween. Melissa's going Halloween. Jerry's going Halloween. This might be a clean sweep too. I don't know if House of Wax is even going to get a single vote here.
I don't believe it is.
Yeah, we might be able to close. Yeah, we might be able to close out early. We'll go ahead and do that. I think it's like 6-0 right now. 6-0. Halloween. Dude, I'm definitely going to be a trooper. I'm going home team
Melissa
all the way, baby.
Melissa did go for Carrie. Or House of Wax, I'm sorry.
Oh, Melissa, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Oh, the Halloween girl, Michael Myers girl, going betraying her own. Melissa, I will not let you live that down. I will not let you live that down. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of either Rob Zombie Halloween movie. I'm not. But I do like his first one better than his second, and I would still throw his first Halloween on probably 20 times before I would throw on House of Wax. So all good, Chunky. All good, Chunky Jordy. That was my fault. My connection wasn't the best. So yeah. Halloween, moving on. So we're on to, looks like, round 3. We got like 2 more rounds to go, and then we'll have a winner here. So next up, we have Friday the 13th versus Dawn of the Dead.
You know where I'm going with this one.
Yeah, Michael's going home team. Michael's going home team. And I'm right there with them. I'm also going Friday. Melissa's going Friday. I would be shocked if Dawn of the Dead moves on this one.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean, people love zombies.
Yeah, they do. 100%. They do.
Jerry's going Friday. Eric's going Friday. Yeah, Eric says the he's yeah. Eric's trolling.
I could put the mask on if you need me to. Shit, if he makes it to the finals, the mask may go on.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, the mask may make an appearance. It might make an appearance.
And I wouldn't even put the cheap one on. I won't put the cheap one on either.
Yeah.
See, I keep these.
No. Yeah, you keep them around.
Might get put on.
Yeah, keeps one in his bed so he could just throw one on when he wakes up or when he goes
to sleep. Keep it in my bed, dude. What are you talking about? I sleep in it. Crazy in my house when you see
keeps
me
one above the
drink.
Keep one in your car. Keep one like above the shower thing. So you like always have one around wherever you go. So you just throw it on whenever you need it. I love it.
When I was a teenager, I almost went to jail.
Yeah, Fridays
over a Michael Myers mask. Let me know if you want to hear the story.
Yeah, that's a yes for Clayton.
So,
dude, if it involves Michael Myers, you know I want to hear it.
I almost went to jail because of a Michael mask. So, when I was a teenager, I was in a parked car with a female at a school during closed hours. We were talking about our favorite color, and the cops came, and they came up on my car and told us to get out of the car. And I had one of those old school Michael masks in my back seat because, you know, I'm a fan. And the cop told me, "What do you use that mask for? We had somebody rob a store and he was wearing a white mask." And I was like, what? You know, I was 17. And he's, you know, cops being cops, especially when you're a teenager. And he's like, "That white mask." I was like, "You mean the shape?" He goes, "See, it's not the shape. It's Michael Myers." And I literally wanted to bang my head off the top of my car at that point. I'm like, "You dumb bastard." And he was like, he's like, we, that's disrespectful. I can put you in the back of the car for that. And I was just like, whatever. So yeah, that was, they let us go, but he took my mask. So yeah, could have went to jail. Well, I wouldn't say jail.
Wow.
Not like they were going to put me in like,
wow.
Alcatraz
That's
or
crazy.
something like that. But, yeah, I said it was the shape. He called me a liar because he knew it was Michael Myers, and I wanted to bang my head against the top of the car. So yeah.
Hey, Michael, you know the reason they didn't take you to jail was because they didn't have a police force.
They didn't. Well, that, and then anybody with any sense that was older than the age of 17, they could have been like, yeah, that's not lawful for you to do that. Like maybe trespassing, but even that's a fine, I'm probably sure. So yeah, he didn't have any rights. But then again, I didn't know that as a 17-year-old kid.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're freaking out at that point. Yeah. Eric posed a good question in regards to the Friday remake. He said the remake mask is my all-time favorite Jason mask. What's y'all's? And Eric, I would agree. It's my favorite Jason mask as well, and my favorite Friday movie. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Favorite Jason mask.
Michael's representing right there.
Part 7.
Is that part 7? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So we have next up we have Friday moving on. So next up we have Hellraiser versus Pet Sematary. And I'm out on this one because I've not seen Hellraiser remake, but I would assume I would probably like Pet Sematary more, but I will refrain from voting.
I'm going Pet Sematary on this one. I did enjoy Hellraiser. I thought it was a good movie, but I thought that this Pet Sematary was just a little bit better.
Gotcha.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I liked both Pet Semataries. The first, I liked part 2 as well. And then I did enjoy the remake. But I'll say this: I would take Pet Sematary remake over the original Hellraiser because that's the only Hellraiser I've seen. But I have not seen the remake.
I think I have the 2-pack on that movie. Yeah, because I only like 2, the first 2, so I only bought the 2-pack of that one. Mm-hmm. So I got Hellraiser and Hellraiser.
Gotcha.
2.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard some positive things on Hellraiser 2. I might have to check that one out. I've heard some positive on part 2.
Yeah, I like part 2.
Eric
once you get past part 2, but it's just like, eh.
Yeah. Eric saying Hellraiser, the remake was surprisingly good to me, updating from the leather look to skin. Augmentations was just awesome, and even Doug Bradley praises the remake. That's awesome. Yeah. That's good. That's good to know. Because like I said, I've not seen. I've only gotten through the first one, so.
Ooh, maybe that would be good for Ages of Fear.
Jerry's going. Do a Hellraiser review series.
Yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Because
I might have to do that one.
You would be going into uncharted territory with that.
Right. Yeah, I would be. I might have to add that to the old calendar. I might have to add that to the old calendar. And Eric saying Hellraiser 3 was really fun. We got to check that one out too. Well, if I do a Hellraiser review series, then I will definitely check it out. So looks like Hellraiser's taking this one. Counting 4-2 on Hellraiser over Pet Cemetery. So then we've got The Ring versus Fright Night.
This one's tough for me. Well, no, it's not. We're not talking about the OG. I'm going with The Ring. I was thinking about The Ring versus the OG.
I was going to say,
yeah, no, not even close
right,
for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's too many horror movies that Michael would take over The Ring. It would be interesting to see where if we just did like an all-time horror thing, like where The Ring would fall for Michael. But I'm willing to bet it would land pretty high. I'm also I'm going The Ring on this one as well.
All time, it would be top 10. It definitely would be top 10. I don't think it'd be top 5.
I have
top 10.
A question though, and this one might break you. And I'm interested to see where you would go. But would you take The Ring over The Conjuring?
No, I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
No. To me, The Conjuring is top 5 horror movie all time on my list. The OG Conjuring.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. A lot of votes for The Ring. Michael and I are both going The Ring. This is going The Ring. My Chunky Jordy's going The Ring. Jerry's going The Ring. I think we have. Well, Jerry originally went with the wrong turn.
Yeah, man.
I love it. So we'll close this one out. Looks like Eric went with Fright Night. Interesting. Honestly, I think The Ring might be a better movie, but Fright Night is more of my kind of movie. That's fair. I can respect that, Eric.
Yeah, definitely.
That's fair. Oh, baby, here we go. Carrie versus Halloween. Carrie versus Halloween. Hey, I gotta be team player, home team. I gotta represent. I'm going Halloween as well. DJ plays favorites is going with Carrie.
Oh yeah, man.
All right. Eric's going Halloween all day. I know if Matt were here, where his vote would go. He's a big time Rob Zombie Halloween guy.
Yeah, he said that's his favorite movie of all time. Like movie, period.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I love Michael Myers. He's my boy, but I ain't putting Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 as anywhere near my top 10 all time, man. I like it, but it's not up there, man.
Hey, you like what you like, man. That's what it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, you like what you like.
Dude, it's really hard, man. To like it's like there's so many things to look at when someone asks you what's your favorite movie of all time. It's like, dude, I don't even begin to know how to answer that question. Are you talking about my favorite movie based off of what? Like, there's so many possibilities. If you're talking about my favorite to watch of all time, I can name like 5 that are like right there because there's been so many movies that are so freaking brilliant that it's just like that's something that I could really never answer. As yes, this is definitely my favorite movie of all time. It's tough.
It is, man. It especially like when you have to pick your favorites. I mean, there's so many movies that I just love to death.
Yeah.
But for me, it comes down to I think, like, obviously I'm a huge Batman fan. And I mean, Batman has been in my life as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
So for me, it's gonna be it's gonna be a Batman movie. But that OG Halloween is easily top 5 for me.
See, Halloween won't make my top 5. Friday won't make my top 5. It's of movies of all time. Now, not just horror. Like horror, it will. But if you're talking total movies out of everything,
Right.
I know that 1978 Superman will be in the conversation. Definitely will be in the conversation. The dialogue in that movie alone is just absolutely fantastic. You look at the cast of that movie. You have Christopher Reeve, you have Gene Hackman, you have Margot Kidder, you have Marlon Brando, you have Ned Beatty. It's just like, bro, like this came out in 78, and when he's flying around, it looks real to this day. Like Richard Donner, dude, was a beast. Like he was a monster. That movie is just fantastic.
Yeah, that original Superman was Christopher Reeve is still my favorite Superman. I grew up with him, so I mean he's that was a loaded cast, man. It really was.
Superman 2. I mean, Jesus, dude. Come back. It's just like, dude, this is fantastic. Like, I love that too.
Yeah.
They just released that original Superman box set on Ultra 4K. So I want to pick that up soon. Like I'd love to see that movie on 4K. Like how bad would it be? Like am I going to be able to see shit that I shouldn't see? But and then the soundtrack, John Williams, freaking Star Wars, did the soundtrack for
Oh yeah, dude.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's one of the more iconic movie scores because I'm as a Batman fan, I sing that Superman theme song way more often than I do the one from the '89 Tim Burton Batman one. So yeah, that Superman score is fantastic. Michael, we got 2 more rounds left. This semi round, and then the final.
I'm gonna
are you still good? Okay. All right. So next up we have Friday the 13th versus Hellraiser, and I don't think I even need to ask Michael where his vote is going. But I will let him vote anyways.
Friday the 13th, please. Or no, let's do it in Jeopardy. What is Friday the 13th? This is getting playtime for me tonight as well, Jerry, because tomorrow, if I can walk, part 2 is going down. So I feel you, Jerry. I'm right there with you, brother. Dune is going down tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually, after Michael's stream, Movies and Beyond tonight, I'm probably catching a late showing of Dune 2 tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. I think there's a late showing that I'll probably catch. So love the first one. And from what I've heard so far, I know Brian has he already did a spoiler-free review on his channel of Dune 2. He loved it. So I'm definitely looking forward to just seeing it.
I heard this about it. If you thought the first one was boring, you're going to not like this one. You're going to think it's boring. If you like the first one, this is going to be your Empire Strikes Back. That's what I've heard. And I enjoyed the first one. I just haven't seen it.
I've heard the same thing.
It came out. So I bought it right away after I watched it, but I haven't watched it since then. So I definitely want to go in fresh when I see it, that I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, for sure. So right now we have Melissa's going Friday, My Chunky Jordan, he's going Friday. Michael and I are both going Friday. Jerry's going Hellraiser. 4-1 Friday right now. Eric saying wasn't interested in Dune, really. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be your cup of tea. Like, I feel like that's a movie that you're either gonna like or you're not. Oh, look who's representing. Michael coming in with a mask to represent home team. I love it. I love it. Love the mask too. Look at him. He's
We are
such a
going
savage in it. He's
the
such a
remake.
savage. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I love it. Eric's going Friday too. Nice. Nice. Yeah, dude, I love Friday 09, man. Favorite Friday movie. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a hard movie to beat for me. So I think we can close this one down because all the votes I'm seeing coming in are all Fridays. Outside of Jerry. Jerry's the outlaw. He's the one pinhead. Hey, he's pinhead through and through, man. Respect. But
Hell yeah, Jerry.
yeah, the Friday votes coming in. So Friday's moving on to the finale, and now we have The Ring versus Halloween.
This one's easy for me. You already know. I'm going with
Ring.
The Ring.
Oh yeah, he's going Ring. Going with The Ring. Michael's pulling a Matt. He's pulling he's the Mad Matt's right now. he's rocking the mask, man. I love it.
Oh no, I'm just representing my boy.
Representing, I love it. The Ring versus Halloween. Melissa's going Ring. Michael's going The Ring. Eric's going Halloween. So is it 2-1 right now for The Ring?
Well, and your pick as well. So I'm assuming it's probably 2-2.
So here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. I'm a huge Halloween guy. Love Michael. I will ride or die with Michael till the end of time. However, I'm not that big on Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Ooh.
And I do love The Ring. And I love Samara. I'm actually gonna go with The Ring.
Oh, that's shocking. That's shocking. See,
Yeah,
I'm at a little bit of a problem.
It
now
is,
if
man.
The Ring moves on.
You're in a dilemma. What do you do? We won't. I think we're still getting some more votes in, so you don't necessarily have to deal with that yet. We still got a couple Halloween votes coming in. So looks like 1, 2. Let's see. So Melissa, me, Michael, Jerry are all going with The Ring, and we have 3 Halloween votes in right now. So we got 4-3. So it's close. It's close. Any other votes coming in? Or let's see if Michael's gonna have to be in a dilemma. We don't have any other Halloween votes coming in. It's gonna be we're gonna see if Michael's gonna what he's gonna do. He might have to make the choice of his life. I think that's where it's gonna be. I don't see any other votes coming in. I'll do a countdown real quick, starting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. So The Ring is moving on to the finale, which is Friday the 13th versus The Ring. What is Michael doing? What is Michael doing? Oh, he's removing the mask. Is he gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Look, this is harder than I thought, because The Ring is one of my favorites of all time, and Jason is my boy, like 100%. But when you talk about movies, if you're holding both of them and you're just like, man, you know what, dude, it's going back on. I'm going with Friday the 13th, baby. Yes, I am. I'm pulling Jason back on.
There it
He's
is.
taking it.
We're
going. It's not just Jason. Yes, The Ring is my favorite of all time, but if I'm holding both of these movies right now, I want to watch Jason 100%. Bring him in there. The mask is on.
I love it.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Let's freaking do this.
I love it, man. Hey, ride or die with your boy through and through. I love it, man.
She's gonna come out of that TV right there behind me and just choke the shit out of me, 100%. But it's fun. Oh, it is fun.
I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm going Friday as well, man. I'm going Friday as well, so I'm with you. It looks like all the votes coming in are Friday, from what I'm seeing so far. So it looks like Friday's going to run away with this, man. We're still getting some votes in, but that actually shocked me. That I was genuinely curious on where Michael was going to go on that one. I was genuinely, because I know Michael loves. Yeah. It changes on a daily basis.
You're wearing the mask. It feels really good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you got Trent
silver
looking
screens
at you like,
going
come on, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Well, it looks like Friday is taking this one, man. Friday the 13th, 2009 is victorious. It comes out on top as the winner for this remake bracket. The people have decided, they have voted, and they have decided that Friday the 13th, 2009 is the best horror remake. That's it, man. We made it through. Michael, I'm glad you held up, man. I was a little concerned for you, but you made it through. You weathered the storm. Everyone give Michael a round of applause, and then go check out Movies and Beyond. Later this evening, he's going to be streaming here in about an hour and a half. So go over to his channel, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Support his stuff, man. He's been a great help to me and my channel. Can't thank him enough for being on here. Michael, is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to leave us with, or anything?
Not so much. Just other than thank you for having me on, dude. This was an absolute blast. I'd love to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out with us tonight. I had such a good time. I know I'm not feeling well tonight, but you guys kind of made me not think about that because I was having so much fun with the movies. And go Friday the 13th. That's what I'm talking about, man. Give us something new. You see what happened with this one? We want something fresh. We got Crystal Lake coming out here soon. They're going to start filming in June, July time frame, and they said that it could be possible to start seeing episodes this year. Not saying that that's a definite, but it is a possibility. We were delayed on filming for Crystal Lake from March until summer, which I'd rather them film in the summer anyway when it comes to Friday the 13th. So hell yeah, man. Like it's coming back, and I'm gonna show my support, and I just hope they got it right, man. Because they talked about a movie as well, but right now that's in development hell. Go figure. Friday the 13th movie that they can't make decisions on. That's where we're at. But yeah, thank you again for having me here, man. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No, thanks for being on. And also I do want to thank Eric as well for being in here. And if you guys haven't checked out the Bearded Entertainment, go do that as well. He's another awesome guy, helps out the channel. So That's it, guys. That's it for this stream. I'm gonna head out here. I got some things to do, and then I'm gonna be over Movies and Beyond. And then after that, we got Dune 2 rolling. So thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, you know what it is. Kick it and rock on. Peace.